Ray and I have been together over 20 years. We were high school sweethearts. He is my best friend.
My dad is a very, very funny person. Before all his injuries, we'd go hiking and we'd go through nature trails, and we were a very active family.
It was the greatest time ever. Like, we'd always go out or like play catch, and I mean that's how we learned how to play baseball. He was our coach. He's a pretty cool dude.
He felt that his purpose was to defend us, his family, and us, his country. He's having a hard time doing anything other than that.
Bronze Star. I spent 17 years in the United States Marine Corps. I was a staff and SEAL when I left. My grandfather served. He fought the Japanese. My dad fought in Vietnam. My uncle was a POW. My wife served. Her dad served.
When his Bronze Star was being pinned, the general that was awarding him his Bronze Star during the ceremony said, "I'm finally getting to meet the legend that is Sergeant Coffey." He was a leader of men in the Marine Corps, and his concern was for his Marines. He still has that mentality that leaders go last.
We were checking some vehicles, making sure everything was good to go before we went into Baghdad. And I had a moment, and I had this sat phone, so I gave Melanie a call.
I just had a very ominous feeling, and we ended up having to get off very abruptly, and I didn't learn until later that they had been taking enemy fire. There had been an IED.
I think I didn't hang up. It was the issue. So that was a fun moment. And I didn't get to call her back for like 2 days. So I'm sure she was a nervous wreck.
A couple of the guys, including Ray, were injured. They were medevaced.
You know, when I first come home, I don't remember a lot of it. I don't remember. I mean, it's still hard to piece together a lot from the last explosion.
Upon his return, we did not know the degree of his injuries because he was exposed to several IEDs, close range fire, grenade blasts.
16 face surgeries, 2 knee surgeries.
He's had 4 surgeries on his spine.
I'm blind in one eye.
The blast knocked off his vision alignment.
It's off to the side.
I don't have hardly any feeling below my knees.
According to his spine surgeon, he had the spine of an 80-year-old man. His hearing loss, his jaws, upper and lower jaws, and those are all titanium. And he has a mouthful of implants.
I had a pretty hard case of PTS, I guess. Do my feet. You're supposed to do the feet.
Well, you weren't getting up like you normally do.
The post-traumatic stress disorder was the most obvious one that we saw. He had a very short temper. He was angry all the time. He pretended to be okay for all of us, but we all knew something was wrong. I mean, he wasn't the same person coming back as he was when he left.
You know, he forgets a lot.
Birthdays, dates, important stuff, not important stuff.
You know, you isolate yourself from everyone. I drank all the time.
There was a lot of self-medicating. There was a lot of prescriptions.
I buried a lot of mine into drinking. In Marine Corps, we're good at it, so.
From an outsider's perspective, I got to see what the impact on him was, the way he carried himself. I think he felt like he lost his purpose.
It wasn't until I understood, I admitted that I had it before I got any better. I think I've been sober now for 8 years.
I worked for Homeland Security as an IT information security specialist. Initially, Once he was put on temporary retirement, we did not realize he was going to lose his full-time nurse during the day. So I resigned.
My mom loved her job, and she loves being in the IT field, but she did have to leave her job to go and help my dad.
Having two people that aren't able to work outside of the home and contribute is a very hopeless feeling.
I honestly don't know how she does it. I mean, seeing your husband in that kind of pain and trying to deal with it as best you can, and it not being enough because it's not her, it's where we were living. It's what we had to work with that was not making anything any better. She could have been Superwoman, which she is, and it not be enough.
I'm gonna go outside for a little bit. Probably be good for you, get some sun.
So now she has to schedule appointments, monitor medicines, make sure he's taking them at all hours, and making sure that he has some help getting out of bed, getting into bed, getting into the shower, getting out of the shower, moving around the house, just basic motor skills she has to help him with, and that's taken a toll on her as well.
Well, I hate being the patient. I hate it with passion. I don't want anyone's help ever. And luckily she's been there and understood that, and she's given up a lot.
We were on a vacation to Florida, and we had to cut it short to come to a Round Rock Express game because he was being honored.
We're told they're going to come interview us during one of the innings, and the camera crew came over, and then slowly more people started to come, and Ray is asking me, like, who's here? Like, there's someone famous around here.
We looked on the screen, and there were people behind us holding up a picture of a house, and we're all in shock. We're like, wait, what?
Staff Sergeant Coffey, we have a very special announcement for you. We want you to know that earlier today you were selected by Operation Henley Home to receive a custom mortgage-free home built by Henley Homes up in Georgetown, just right up the road.
It was just an emotional roller coaster. They just kept thinking about all the things that were going to change, and they were so overwhelmingly thankful and so happy, and there was lots and lots of crying on both ends. I saw a tear in my dad's eye, I swear. It was there.